Ever felt like your whole life has gone astray and there's nothing you can do, and you do this one thing that you think will really help you, and after you do it, you see there's no difference? Well, today I'm going to talk to you about that one thing I did and I saw no difference, and I had to reevaluate what I need to do. Welcome everybody to my channel. My name is Elvin, and today, through my mind, we're going to look at a situation that I faced during the time that I had a depression, and what I tried to do, which had no results, where everybody was telling me to do, but I had to reevaluate and see what I had to do to slowly pick myself up. Here we go. So, as per my previous video, I was talking about the time when I was really going through quite a bad depression time. And I really did try to find a solution for myself to see how I can break myself out of that cycle that I was going through every day. That means I would wake up every morning feeling totally no energy, feeling no motivation, not wanting to do anything throughout the day, but I had a lot to do. I just couldn't get myself out of bed. So I went and I started to read up and see what do I have to do, what can I do, what would help me. And I'm sure everybody does that. Go online, say, hey, what is it that I can do to get myself out of this situation? Now, one of the biggest thing that came up was go and look at all these self-help gurus. And I did. I went and I looked at them and I read through what they had to say. I watched some videos. And to a certain extent, I was like, yeah, maybe I could. Maybe I could do that. I really want to do that. I really want to be like that. I want to give my energy and show that I have that energy, even though at that time I had none. So one of the things that they asked me to do is that every morning wake up and just say, thank you for today. Today is going to be a great day. We're going to fight through the day. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be perfect. Everything's going to go through my way. And I did that every morning. I remember I would get up in the morning and I would start doing this ritual and I'd be like, oh, but by the end of it, I would feel totally drained. It's like whatever energy I tried to accumulate throughout the night, getting that short amount of sleep, I used it in that beginning of the day trying to hype myself up, trying to make myself feel that I can go through the day. And it never actually worked for me. It actually drained me. It ruined my day even worse, because after that, all I could think about is, I'm so exhausted, I need to rest, and I just don't want to do this anymore. And that's what happened. For that short period of time, I think it was about a week, I was trying this, and every time I tried it, that was the outcome. I never got to do anything. I became less productive actually. And I'm not saying that these self-help gurus are not trying to help you or trying to motivate you, but everybody is unique. Everybody's case is unique. I cannot apply one thing for everybody's case. So it didn't apply to me. And it actually made things a lot more worse. By midday, I would be the most grumpiest person because I'd still have to do the things that I needed to do, but I would do it very sloppily. I'd be like, oh, okay, let me just do this, it's done. Okay, in my mind, done. I don't care about it. I would have done it halfway, and that would really make my wife so upset, because she would ask me, okay, can you do this one thing? And I'm like, here we go. And the relationship between my wife and I became very strained. That 1 week really tested it out, and I thought to myself, why is this happening? I thought I'm hyping myself up, I thought I'm motivating myself to do things, but why is nothing happening? And then I started to realize something. So here's what I realized. I'm not accomplishing anything by wasting all my energy in the morning. I had a very finite amount of energy, which I'm sure all of you who are watching this, who have gone through this, will understand. You have a finite amount of energy, which is lesser than normally what you would have last time. And if you use all that energy in that one go, you have nothing left in the rest of the day. And You think, oh, I can go and have a coffee and I'll be okay. No, it doesn't help. It didn't help me. Oh, I can go and play some sports and what? No, I couldn't. I really couldn't bring myself. People say, come, let's go and play some football or badminton. I'm like, no, thank you. And I realized that I'm using that finite resources that I had in the morning for that hype moment that I'm trying to do for myself. At that moment, I think, what if that finite amount of energy I had, I spread it throughout the day? Now, how am I going to do that? So that took me a lot of trying to delve deeper into what would be the best way to use my energy for. Now, one of the things I never wanted to do is to meet people. As I said in my previous video, meeting people was very exhausting for me at that time. So I made sure none of the activities I did was to meet people. So what did I do? I sat down in the morning. I'm not using much energy to do this. Just sat down and says, okay, what are the 5 things I need to complete today? Not accomplish. I never use the word accomplish. I just use what I need to complete or what do I need to get done today. The 5 things. If I can't reach to 5, if it's 3, it's fine. But what are those things that I had to do today? I would actually sit down. Now, I'm not a person who likes to write, so I tend to keep it all in my head. But when I say, okay, point number 1, this is what. So let's just say, I need to put gas in my car today. All right. Point number 2, I need to get groceries today. Point number 3, I need to wash my bathroom and toilet today. Okay. Then I will start to say, okay, which is the most important right now? And I'll say, okay, if I don't put gas in my car, I won't be able to drive out because it's already running on empty. If I don't buy groceries, I would have about a day or 2. So, okay, it just drops a bit. If I don't clean my bathroom and toilet, it's going to be nasty, but it's not at that level yet. So maybe that's not the most important. So for me, then I would say in that scenario, the most important is I must make sure I get gas in my car first, no matter what, because I have to move around. And when I did that, I said to myself, okay, let me complete number 1. I go, complete number 1, put gas in my car, come back, or go and do something. Checked off that list. Next, I need to buy groceries. So I pump gas in my car, I'm already out, let me just go buy groceries. Go, and I keep to myself, as I said, go get the things I need, come back. And then, oh, I'm done with the day, I'm going to go and bathe. You know what? One shot, let me just wash the bathroom and toilet. And I got washed the bathroom and toilet. Now, by doing all those things, which actually looks at like actually small things, small normal things, at the end of the day, when I accomplished, or I wouldn't say that, when I completed all those things, and I sat back in bed and I'm like, okay, this is the end of the day, I did these 3 things. Done. Now, when it first started out, I was like, okay, done. Next. And I didn't have any emotion, any feeling to it, any kind of like, woohoo! No, I didn't. I just said, okay, next. Next day, again, I did the first 3 things or first 5 things that I need to do in the day. And I don't really go out of those 3 or 5 things. I really try not to, because that would expand my energy. And of course, all this based on how much energy do I have for that day. I would do that things, if it's 3, if it's 5, if I have a lot more energy, okay, it might go up to 8. And I accomplished and I finished those things. I finished that list, I finished that list, I finished that list. And it was small things. It was not like, I need to paint the house today. No. It was just small things. Things that when normally, before I was able to do no problems. But when I hit that moment, I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. Then when I started to do this, okay, done. Done for the day. Done for the day. Done for the day. Now, even that after a week of doing that, I look back throughout the week and I said, really? I did all these things? I was able to do all these things because I didn't think I would be able to do all these things. But I did it. And that's when I started to feel a lot more accomplished, as it were. And that's what I think it's what I needed to move through to the point to the next step. Because the moment I felt inside a bit better, just a bit more better, I realized I had a little bit more energy to go through the day. a little bit more motivation to go through the day, because I was looking forward to get all those things done. Because the moment they're done, it gets zoop out of my head. It's done. But that was for me. Now, it helped me throughout that time, and maybe it might help some of you. So that was me. That was what I did. That's what I went through. That's what I tried to accomplish. That was the one thing I did, failed, and then I had to reevaluate my whole strategy. Now, what did you do? What helped you go through those periods and try to make you a lot more, just to give you that a little bit more energy? Because as you add on, it gets more and more and more and more. What did you do? Please tell me, leave it down in the comment section, and it can actually help a lot more people. That's what I believe, and that is what this channel is about. Again, if you feel like you're all alone, there's no one around you, come in to the comments and just say hi. I will reply. You're not alone. Just remember that. And together, we will build something that would help you, help me, and help every other person that needs this. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you. And until then, stay safe.